So what I want to do here, I want to visit the data tab. Under data tab, I'm going to get the option called sort and filter. Now I'm going to apply sorting for the field total numbers. And when I apply sorting command, what's going to get? I'm going to get the sorted data. Hello, hi, namaste. A warm welcome to my new session on spreadsheet. I'm Revati, faculty, Department of Computer Science, Vidyashram Pre-University College, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Before going to start my today's session, let me to recall the things what I discussed in my last session. In my last session, we learned how to format the cells. That means what are the different kinds of formatting option I'm going to have. That means I can able to set the font style, font color, everything. Along with that, I can able to set the cell border, or I can able to change the cell border color, etc. This is the way I can able to format my text. Then we learned some of the formulas. That means in Excel we can able to use predefined formula. At the same time we can able to write our own formula, and we had discussion regarding how to calculate the sum of three numbers and how to find the average of three numbers. Along with that, we had discussion regarding how to subtract the two numbers. Along with that, how to create the mark sheet for the student. These are the some of the problems we learned in my last session. Moving further in my today's session, at the beginning, I'm going to have how to sort the data in Excel worksheet. Along with that, I'm going to deal with how to filter the data and what is graph and what is chart. Along with that, I'm going to discuss how I can able to create the charts as well as how I can able to create the graphs. So at the beginning, I'm going to have sort data. That means how I can able to sort the data in the Excel sheet. Before that, tell me what is sorting. So here sorting is nothing but the way used to organize the data. Then how can I able to organize the data? Here I can able to organize the data in the ascending order and in the descending order. That means if I consider the example that I'm going to have the certain list of name and I want to organize those names in the form of ascending order, then I'm going to start from alphabet A to Z. That means I'm going to arrange the data or name which starts from A, then it's going to end with Z. That means I'm going to align the data in the alphabetical order. So how the alphabetical order starts in ascending order, that is A to Z. And if I consider descending order, then how the alphabets are represented, that is in the form of Z to A. So for ascending A to Z, and for descending it is Z to A. And if I consider numbers, then in the ascending order I'm going to get 1 to 10 or 1 to 100, whatever it may be, but in descending it is completely reverse of ascending. So sorting is nothing but the way used to arrange your data in the Excel sheet. So when sorting information in the worksheet, you can rearrange the data to find the values quickly. That means, suppose if I want to sort any kind of information in a worksheet, then you can able to rearrange the data. So here sorting is nothing but rearranging of data to find the quick value or faster value. Then you can sort a range or table of data on one or more column of data. That means by using sort option, you can able to sort the data. That means you can able to consider one table or a particular column or a particular field, or you can able to consider multiple columns together. So the best example to illustrate the sorting of data, I'm going to consider employee table, or I can able to consider mark list table. So what I can able to do on my employee table, that means I can able to sort the employee name based on the ascending order or based on the descending order. That is, I'm going to sort the employee first name, or I can able to sort the employee based on the department, and I can able to sort the employee name based on their last name. So here sorting is nothing but the rearranging of the data itself is called sorting. Moving further, suppose where I can able to get sorting option in the Excel sheet, that is, select a single cell in the column that you want to sort. Dear student, now tell me how can I apply sorting? For that, what I want to do, select a cell, that is single cell in the column that you want to sort. So think that this is the table you're going to have. What I will do, I'm going to select the particular column so that I can able to apply sort. On the data tab, that means in your Excel sheet, you're going to have data tab. In that, we are going to get the option called sort and filter. Click to perform an ascending sort, that is A to Z. That means in the data table, I'm going to have the option called sort and format. In that, I'm going to get the options like ascending order or descending order. Suppose if I consider ascending order, that is from A to Z, and if I consider descending order, that is Z to A, and even I can sort the numbers, then how the sorting is take place, that is from smallest number to largest in the case of ascending order, and if I consider descending order, then it is largest number to shortest number. Dear student, let's consider where I can able to get the sort option. So if I consider in data tab, I'm going to have the option called sort and filter. And suppose if I'm going to perform ascending order, then I'm going to have the option that is A to Z. That means I want to select this option. Suppose if I want to perform descending order, then I want to select this one. Then where I can able to get this short option, that is in the data type, and this is the option I'm going to have. So here I'm going to have short option. Here I'm going to have descending order, that is Z to A, and this is your ascending order A to Z. Moving further, dear student, now tell me where you're going to get the short option, that is in the data tab. In the data tab, I'm going to get the short option. Suppose if I want to perform descending order sorting, then I can able to use this option, and if I'm going to perform ascending order, then I can able to use A to Z. Then here we can able to sort the data or fields by specifying the criteria. That means suppose if I want to select or sort any particular field, then I can able to specify the criteria. For that, use this technique to choose the column you want to sort together with other criteria such as font or cell color. That means along with A to Z or descending or ascending order, you can able to use font color as well as cell color. That means based on the cell color, you can able to sort the data, or based on the font color, you can able to sort the data. And selecting a single cell anywhere in the range that you want to sort. That means here I can able to specify the range by selecting the single cell. At the same time, on the data tab in the sort and filter group, click sort to display the sort pop-up window. That means suppose if you want to display the sorting pop-up, then what I want to do, I want to visit the data tab. Under data tab, I'm going to have the option called sort and filter. In that, I'm going to get the list of pop-up. In that, I'm going to get the list of sorting option. So what I want to do here, I want to visit the data tab. Under data tab, I'm going to get the option called sort and filter. When I click sort and filter, I'm going to get the group of pop-up menu or group of pop-up options. In that, I'm going to select if I want to sort the data in the ascending order or in the descending order, or it is based on the colors, or it is based on the cell color, etc. Moving further, I'm going to have the example to illustrate that how I can able to apply sorting. So this is the simple example I have taken. What is the example I'm having here? That is student marks list. So this is the certain number of students I'm going to have, and I'm going to have 6 subject, and I'm going to have the option called total marks. That means I want to display the total marks, and I'm going to display the total marks based on some order. So here I'm going to display the total marks based on some order. So here I'm going to display the total marks based on the ascending order. Now I'm going to apply sorting for the field total numbers, and when I apply sorting command, what's going to get? I'm going to get the sorted data. According to this example, I have applied sort command to this field. What is the field here? That is total marks, and I applied ascending order. So for that reason, I'm going to get the smallest number at the beginning and the largest number at the end. Now I can cross verify that, see the serial number. Here all the serial numbers are mixed each other because I applied the sorting condition for the field total marks. And what is my sorting criteria here? That is, I want to display the total marks based on the ascending order. For that reason, at the beginning, I'm going to get the smaller number, and at the end, I'm going to get the larger number. Moving further, I'm going to have another very important topic, that is filter. So what is filter here? Here filters are the condition That means you're going to specify the certain criteria. Based on that, you're going to display the data. For example, think that I have name called A, B, C, D. And now I'm going to set the filter that display the names from A to C. Now, what is my output? I'm going to get the names which starts from A and which ends with C. So, this is the criteria I can able to specify. So, what is criteria here? Here, criteria is nothing but the condition. And when the particular condition is satisfied, then only you are going to get the certain result. So, what is filter? Here we are going to use the certain condition. Condition is nothing but the certain criteria in order to display the result or data. Use filter to temporarily hide some of the data in a table. That means when I apply certain condition, then I'm going to hide certain unwanted fields or rows in my table. So you can focus on the data you want to see. That means suppose you have long list of names and you want to select only the certain names which starts from particular letter. That time you can able to use the filter. Think that you have long list of names and you want to display only the particular names which starts with same letter. That time you can able to apply filter. That means you can able to hide rest of the names which you does not want to display or you does not want to see. So the steps involved here is select any cell with the range. That means you want to select the cell and you want to specify the criteria. So here criteria is nothing but you're going to specify the range. Then go to data tab. Under data tab, you're going to have the option called filter. So this is the representation of filters. That means under data tab we are going to have the option that is sort and filter. So what I want to select? I want to select the filter. What is filter here? Once again, by specifying filter I can able to display the values. That means I am going to specify the range. Based on that range I am going to get the result. Then this is the example for filter. So here I'm going to have the option that is at the beginning. I'm going to have the options that is sorting option. It is ascending order and this is descending order, and I can able to sort the data based on their colors. And suppose if I want to apply filter, think that here I'm going to apply the filters for the text. That is text filters, and think that I'm going to apply the filter for the field called name. So here what are the names I'm going to have? That is Asha, Beena, then Dinesh, Ganesh and Geeta. So when I apply filters on the field name, I'm going to get the list. So here all the names are arranged or aligned in the form of alphabets. So this is aligned or displayed in the ascending order, and at the same time I can able to specify the criteria. Now tell me what are the criteria I'm going to have? That is equals to, or I'm going to have does not equals to. What is filter here? Filters are mainly used to display certain values based on certain criteria. So what is criteria here? Criterias are nothing but the condition. So here I can able to specify the conditions like equals or does not equal or begins with or ends with, contains, does not contain or custom filter. Suppose if I'm going to use the option or criteria called equals, then what is the value I'm going to get? The value, that is two values which is equal, I'm going to get. And what is does not equal? That means if I want to display unique value, that means I want to avoid duplication of values, that time I can able to use does not equal. Then I'm going to have the option that is begins with. That means if the value I want to specify, that means from where I want to begin, I can able to specify with the help of filter, and where I want to stop, I can able to specify. That means I can able to specify the starting point and I can able to specify the ending point. So these are some of the examples for criteria. So here criteria is nothing but the condition I can able to specify for particular field with the help of filter. Moving further, I'm going to have the charts and graphs. So what is chart and what is graph? That means think that I have data. Now what I want to do, I want to display those data in the form of pictures or graphs. Then I can able to use charts and graphs. That means whatever the data or whatever the table I have, I can able to represent those tables in the form of pictures or in the form of graphs or in the form of charts. So to create the chart, what I can able to do here, that is I can visit insert tab or insert menu. Under insert menu, I'm going to get the option called charts and graphs. So to create a chart, that is graph, that is recommended for your data almost as fast as using the chart wizard, that is no longer available. That means you can able to create your chart and select the data for which you want to create a chart. That means in a table, what you want to do, you want to select the particular field. For that you can able to apply the charts or you can able to apply the graphs. Now tell me where I'm going to get the charts. So here charts are always present in the insert menu. And in insert menu, I'm going to have the option called recommended chart. And when I select recommended chart, I'm going to get the long list of chart. In that, I'm going to pick particular chart. Then what are the different kinds of charts I'm going to have here? That is column chart, bar chart, pie chart, or line chart, etc. These are some of the example for charts. On the recommended chart table, scroll through the list of charts that Excel recommends for your data and click any chart to see how your data will look like. That means I'm going to get the chart under insert tool or insert menu. In insert menu, what I want to select? I want to select the option recommended charts, and when I select recommended charts, I'm going to get the long list of option. And now I want to select the charts based on my data requirement. If you don't see a chart you like, click all charts to see all the available chart. That means when you click recommended charts and you're going to get only few options, that what I want to do, I want to select the all chart options so that I can able to get all the possible charts. When you find the chart you like, click it OK. That means when you're going to find your recommended chart, then what I want to do, I'm going to select. That means I'm going to click OK. Moving further, I'm going to have the example for to illustrate pie chart. I have taken the example of student marks list and I have selected first row. So what is the first row? That is the serial number 1 and what is her roll number? That is 101 and what is her name? It is Asha. And here I am going to get how many parts? Totally 7 parts. That is nothing but these 6 are my subject and this is my total mark. So here I am going to draw the pie chart for individual student. That means this is the pie chart for the individual student and what is her name? It is Asha. And these are the marks she scored in her internals. That means here the blue color is used to represent Kannada and orange is used to represent English and grey is used to represent Hindi. Yellow is used to represent accountancy and once again the dark blue is used to represent business studies and green is used to represent CS. Once again the dark blue is used to represent total marks. So this is the pie chart for single record. Moving further, I'm going to have the example that is bar chart. Now this is the example for bar chart and here I'm going to have how many subject? That is once again 6 subject and this is the total marks. And here each bar is used to represent the individual student. So according to the example, how many rows I'm going to have? That is row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4 and row 5. So here how many bars I can able to see? That is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here each bar represents individual student. So here the first student, what's the marks she or he scored in the Kannada exam? The second bar is used to represent second student, third bar is used to represent third student, fourth bar is used to represent fourth student and the fifth bar is used to represent fifth student. And how many subjects I have? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 subject and I have total marks. So this is the total marks the individual student scored. So here the blue is used to represent first record and orange second record, once again grey third record, yellow fourth record and dark blue is used to represent fifth record. This is the way you can able to represent your data in the form of pictures. Now tell me what is the advantages of chart. By using chart, anyone very easily understand what is the data and what exactly it is, and whatever the data you have that is represented in the form of pictures, and analyzing the picture and understanding the picture is very easy when it is compared to your table. So this is the very important advantages of charts. So dear student, in my today's session we learned what is sort and how we can able to apply this sort. Then we studied what is filter, how we can able to apply the filter, and we studied what is chart and how we can able to apply the chart. So in today's session, you got more information about the spreadsheet. This is all about today's session. Let's meet in the next session with some more information about the spreadsheet. Until then, keep watching and keep learning. Thank you.